Hello everyone. In this video lecture, we will discuss about multi-point cutting tool, different types of multi-point cutting tool, requirements of cutting tool, requirements of multi-point cutting tool, and the various differences between single point cutting tool and multi-point cutting tool. Now let's start. These are the some basic information about multi-point cutting tool, like the number of cutting edges varies from 2 commonly found in a drill bit to 4 commonly found in the milling cutter to 100 cutting edges like in grinding wheel, because we know that uh, that cutting tool has, if any cutting tool has uh, two or more than two cutting edges, then we known as multi-point cutting tool. It provides high material removal rate without failure, like higher feed rate, higher depth of cut. Cheap load is very slow. However, the usage of multi-point cutting tool can maybe result in fluctuation in cutting force, impact loading on each teeth, higher vibration effects. This is the picture of twist drill. Here, there are all parts, like it is known as flute, the growing parts, and the upper part is known as land. This is known as margin. This is chisel edge, and behind the chisel edge, it is known as core thickness. Here, it is known as lip. This is a type of multi-point cutting tool which has two cutting edges. Here is the overall parts of the twist drill, like it is shank diameter, shank length. We have seen that in single point cutting tool, uh, shank is one another part and the face is one another part. On the faces, there are many angle uh, possesses on the face for the purpose of cutting. Uh, this is known as a rake or helix angle. This is flute we have discussed earlier. Lip relief angle. This is known as the tip of the drill bit. This is point angle, and this overall known as body length. Let's discuss one by one. Flutes. It is helical or a straight grooves cut to provide cutting edge. They permit removal of chips and allow cutting fluid to reach cutting lips. Helix or rectangle. It improves the chip cutting ability if increased as positive rack angle. Lip relief angle. On larger diameter or harder material, this angle is decreases to as low as 8 degree. On a smaller diameter or softer material, angle can be increased up to 20 degree. It depends on that operator, means which type of material we are using. If we using harder material, then the leaf relief angle is as low as 8 degree, and if you using softer material, then the value of relief angle will be up to 20 degree. Point angle. Lower angle produce wide chips. Higher angle is recommended for hard material, whereas lower angle is for softer material. Like relief angle, in a point angle also, if we use a softer material, then the lower angle is necessary, and if we use harder material, then the higher angle is necessary as a point angle in drill waste. This is also a view of twist drill. This is known as cheese edge at the tip of the drill bit. This is body clearance, cutting edge, and this is known as hill. Chisel edge, it does not cut, it penetrate displacing the workpiece. It consumes 60 to 70% of the thrust force required, because it is the main point which is first and directly physical physical contact between the drill bit and the workpiece. Thus, here describe that it consumes 60 to 70% of the thrust force. The best tool geometry angle according to material, like workpiece material. Here we are using like aluminum, brass, cast iron, mild steel, stainless steel, or plastic. Like point angle vary from 90 to 135, helix angle 30 to 48, lip relief angle 12 to 26. These all the value of this angle in degree, like 90 degree to 135 degree. For brass, 90 to 118, helix 0 to 20, lip relief angle 12 to 26. For the cast iron, again 90 to 118 degree, helix angle 24 to 32, lip relief angle 70 to 20. For mild steel, it varies from point angle varies from 118 to 135, helix angle 24 to 32, lip relief angle 7 to 24. Now for the stainless steel, 118 to 135, helix angle is 24 to 32 degree, and the lip relief angle is 7 to 24 degree. For the plastics, it varies from 60 to 90, because we know that we use lower angle for point angle if we cut softer material. Helix angle will be 0 to 20 degree, and the lip relief angle is varies from 12 degree to 26 degree. This is overall tool geometry on the basis of workpiece material which you are using for cut or for machining process or for drilling process. This is the diagram of milling cutter. Here you can see that many cutting edges. These all are the cutting edges. The hollow part or the undergone part is known as fillets. This is the relief angle. This is known as relief angle. This is clearance angle. This one is clearance angle is measured with the respect of fillets, and this is known as lip angle. Here are some description of angles, like a relief angle. It is to avoided interface the between the tooth and the work surface. Relief angle, it is a wide interface between the tool and the workpiece surface. Radial rack angle, it is provided free cutting by allowing chips to flow smoothly on the face of cutter. Now the another one is lip angle. It is between the face of teeth and the land of the teeth. Here is an example of pipe facing machine, like we using multi point cutting tool in the pipe facing machine. This is the differences between single point cutting tool and the multi point cutting tool. We have discussed in the previous chapter of about single point cutting tool, and in this video lecture we have discussed about multi point cutting tool. Now these are the basic differences. Like single point cutting tool, it is easy to design and fabrication, whereas multi point cutting tool is a small cheap load per tooth. Design consideration is more harder with compared to single point cutting tool in multi point cutting tool, because here cutting edges is two or more than two. Single point cutting tool is comparatively cheaper, uh, but multi point cutting tool is comparatively costly because of growing of various teeth, various cutting edges on multi point cutting tool. Single point cutting tool consist high tool wear rate because here one and only one cutting edge, and multi-point cutting tool high material removal rate, MRR material removal rate, and productivity. It gives high material removal rate and productivity. These differences are we are taking on the basis of the main reason of these differences are in the multi-point cutting tool there are two or more than two cutting edges, but in the single point only one cutting edges. Here, shorter tool life, reduced tool wear means the life of the multi-point cutting tool is more than compared to single point cutting tool. Higher cutting temperature, here it consists lower cutting temperature. Thermal damage is occur due to continuously physical contacting between one cutting edges to the workpiece, and due to the continuous physical contacting there is generation of heat, and due to the generation of heat there may be the chances of thermal damage at the tip of the single point cutting tool or at the nose radius of the single point cutting tool. Then overall thermal damage is decreases the overall to life overall to life of the single point cutting tool, but the generation of heat at the place between contact of multi-point cutting tool and the workpiece is much lower than the single point cutting tool, and due to this very thermal damage is occur because no more temperature is rising at the place of contact between them. Thus, it improves overall tool life of multi-point cutting tool. Uh, in the single point cutting tool, there is this provides us low material removal rate (MRR), and this produce high material removal rate and productivity, or we can say that the rate of production is high in when we using multi-point cutting tool. On the other hand, the rate of production is slow when we use multi-point cutting tool. Low productivity, already discussed, like it affect our overall production rate. This is somehow costly than the single point cutting tool because in the manufacturing process the design of multi-point cutting tool is hard compared to the single point cutting tool because we have to grow two or more than two cutting edge on the multi-point cutting tool. These are the some basic differences between multi-point cutting tool. In these two video, we have discussed about all about single point cutting tool and the multi-point cutting tool. Necessity of multi-point cutting tool, types of multi-point cutting tool. In this video, we discuss about two types, drill bit and the milling cutter, various angle associated on the drill bits and the various angle associated on the milling cutter. And this is the overall differences between single point cutting tool and multi-point cutting tool. Thank you. Thank you all. Hello everyone. In this video lecture, we will discuss about 4M of quality control and inspection processes. 4M here stands for man, machine, material, and machining process or method which we are using to complete that product. Based on the it is the based on the team inspection approach. The term we are talking about 4M. It is highly technical and specialized testing equipments, procedures, data manipulated, As well, scientific laboratory operations will be evaluated in the 4M category. The inspection of a laboratory requires the use of observations of the laboratory in operation and of the raw laboratory data to evaluate compliance with CGMP. Inspection 4M. First, we are talking about machines. Inspection should confirm that preventive maintenance, cleaning, adjustment on machines are well performed. Machine usage, maintenance, calibration log, repair log should be examined during the inspection process. Verify that the equipment were in good working order at the time the batches were analyzed. Here, these all form the inspecting of machines, like which type of machine we are using, the maintenance process which we are using on machine, calibration logs, and the repair records, like when it previous maintenance has done or servicing has done, or how many parts at which time of interval uh, it is replaced in this machine. And it also verify and examine that the overall each and every component in that particular machine in good working condition or not. This is the overall form inspection of machines. Here are the method or process which we are using to complete our product. Like, information regarding validation of method should be carefully evaluated. Here, what's need at the time of applying method or at the time of applying process. All processes that may cause deviation to a device specification and all validated process must be monitored and controlled. Must be monitored and controlled here. Obviously, the control is done by the operator who is operating that machine, or who is responsible for operating that particular method or process with the help of that machine on any workpiece or any job. If the process is software controlled, first confirm that the software was validated. If our process is automated and it is software controlled, then firstly we should confirm that this software is validated or not, licensed version or not. Review the software documents, software validation activities, software change control, and the software validation result to confirm that software will meet user need. If our process is overall automation, like we talking about CNC, uh, CNC lathe, CNC milling, then before the starting of any process on like CNC lathe machine, it must be checked the software documents, its license version, uh, its generation, its validation activities, and what are the various changes is compatible with this software. And overall examine the that particular type of software, and in the last we will sure that it overall it meets user needs or not. Here are the materials requirement or inspection of raw material requirement. This is the third M. Raw material testing is of utmost important as it directly affects the quality of final product, because our final product is finally made from raw material, and if the quality of raw material is poor, then surely it will be go through the bad quality of finished good also. Hence, inspection should examine the analysis of materials including purity test, quality test, and chart test, etc. Inspect if the method for analyzing the purity were validated or not. Also, not for the inspecting the material. Also, we have to inspect the proper method which we are using to calculate the quality of raw material. The manufacturer must have complete knowledge about manufacturing process and the potential impurities that may appear in raw materials. These impurities cannot be evaluated by without a suitable method and one that has been validated. Overall, it is saying that we have to check first the quality of raw material, because the overall quality of the finished good is only dependent on the quality of raw material. And if we are checking the quality of raw material, then it must examine that overall processes, overall examine parameters, overall testing parameter which we are using to test the quality, or which we are using to test the characteristics of raw material. The fourth M is man. Man here represent to operator or labor. Either it would be a skilled labor or it would be a non-skilled labor. First, we have to confirm that the person who is working as an operator have been qualified to implement validated process or not. Means uh, the person who is employed on that machine for particular operation, he must have uh, best knowledge of that operation process and that machining process and the properties of raw material on which uh, we are going to apply machining process. Appropriately trained to implement process which yield result that can be fully verified. uh, we should try to employ trained manpower for the automation process. It should be confirmed that the employee have complete knowledge of device and process, as we have discussed earlier. Employee has complete knowledge of devices and knowledge about working of various components of that device and the processes which is done by that particular machines. Confirm that employee are aware of the device defect that may occur as a result of improper performance. Uh, he should also knows about the device defect and the device life period and the component life period of that device, and if any occur found during the running of the device, then he may know the alternate process or alternate process to correct the device or to correct the machining process. It confirmed that the employee conducting quality control tests are aware of defects and errors that may be encountered while performing their responsibilities. It is the responsibility of quality control team who are employed with quality control department. Then they must have knowledge about characteristics of that product which we are going to produce, the characteristics of the raw material, nature of the raw material, properties of the raw material, like it would be a physical properties, like it would be a chemical properties. Then he able to find out the exact occurrence during the machining process, and he also knows that what are the various suitable method employable or applying for the removing of these type of defects. There are the final inspection. Final inspection is known as also pre-shipment inspection. It is the most popular type of quality control inspection for importers. It takes place once all the products are finished and ready for the shipment. Means quality control and inspection done at the in finished good inventory. The samples are drawn in a random manner, and thus it can be a representative of the whole batch. If we do random sampling, then the overall quality of all samples are dependent on only one sample. If we doing random sampling, here it is a statistical quality control. It is a technique for controlling quality of product using a set of statistical tools. It involves two elements: a statistical process control. This summarized collection of data makes usage of control charts, and the acceptance sampling. Here is the control chart. Control chart, primary purpose of control chart is to indicate when production process might have changed sufficiently to affect product quality. If we found any error during the machining process, then we slightly change the machining process for gain our prerequisites qualities of that finished good. Then control chart represent the overall changement of machining process, overall changement of a machine's component for the betterment of product quality. If the indication is that product quality has deteriorated, corrective is taken. If chart regularly shows that the product quality regularly deteriorate, then it's time to take a corrective action and improve the quality of the product. Compare attributes or variables of the sample with that of the standard. Compare attribute here, uh, it represents the quality of the product which we are got from the final product. It is a compare of our prerequisites, a set, a standard prerequisites qualities with the qualities of that product which are coming from the productions. If we found any deviation, then it must change some manufacturing process, some component of machines. This is the overall of the inspection of the using 4M, like material, man, method, and the machines. Here we can also see that the benefits of the control chart. In the next chapter, we will discuss about sampling process for inspection, like random sampling or 100% sampling. Thank you all. Hello everyone. In this video lecture, we will discuss about drilling machine, various types of drilling machine, and the various applications of drilling machine, uh, and overall how many types of process we can occur with the help of drilling machine. This is the our content of this video lecture, like introduction, working principle, construction, a specification for portable drilling machine, types of drilling machine, and various operation performed on drilling machine. This is the basic introduction about drilling machine. The drilling machine or drill press is one of the most common and the useful machine process in industry for producing, forming and finishing hole in a workpiece. The unit essentially consists of a spindle which turn the tool, we are generally called drill tool, which can be advanced in the workpiece either automatically or by the hand. A work table which holds the workpiece rigidity rigidly in a position. Here are the basic diagram of drilling machine. It consists following parts like base, table, which is used for putting workpiece, spindle, which is used for applying here drill bit, sleeves, column, which is a stand for with a stand of overall drill machine, and the hair heads is associated with the upper part of the drilling machine. Here is the picture of drill bit or a tool drill. It represents cutting motion of the tool, fixed workpiece, and here we can see in this picture how drilling is done with the help of drill machine. Uh, the working principle is the rotating edge of the drill exert a large force on the workpiece and the hole is generated. The removal of metal in a drilling operation is by shearing and extrusion. Usage of drilling machine is used to drill brine and through the holes in the workpiece. Construction of the drilling machine. Here are the various components associated with the drilling machine: base, column, table, spindle, quill support, quill, spindle, and the drill head. Here servo motor are employed uh, for feeding the drill bit onto the workpiece. The machine has only a hand feed mechanism for feeding the tool into the workpiece. This enables the operator to feel how the drill is cutting, and accordingly he can control the down feed pressure. Uh, Here is the constructional detail of the drilling machine. Like simplest form of drilling machine is known as bench drilling machine. The simplest type of sensitive drilling machine is shown in figure. This is used for light duty drilling work. This machine is capable to drill hole up to 12.5 mm diameter. Here is the some basic component associated with the drilling machine like motor. An electric motor supplies the required driving force to a stepped pulley. Base is the bottom part of the machine in which the column is fitted upright. Feed handle is provided to feed the drill into the workpiece. A rake and the pinion mechanism is provided to drive the chuck. Column is the main cylindrical part of the drill machine on which the other component are mounted. Here is the this is known as the column of the drill machine. Belt guard. Belt guard is the provided to cover the belt and pulley drive mechanism to minimize the hazard of the accident. This is the here we can employ the belt guard. This is known as the belt guard, and this is the belt. Here is servo motor is associated, and with the help of this belt, here the responsible of moving of a spindle is carried out by with the help of this belt. Chuck chuck is provided to hold the drill of different size up to 6.5 mm. Drill size more than 6.5 mm are to be fitted directly into the Morse taper of the spindle. Work table, workpiece are mounted and held in the position by the table. This table can be lifted for drilling at an angle. Here is the table clamp, and this is known as the table on which we are uh, putting workpiece. This is known as chuck, in which we are employed drill bit for drilling operations. Chuck is associated with the spindle, and a spindle is associated with the spindle clamp. Here is depth adjustment is associated, which we are using for the adjustment of the depth. Now here is another type of drilling machine is portable drilling machine, we are using in generally for household purposes. Uh, it is a very small, compact, and self-contained unit carrying a small electric motor inside it. It is very commonly used for drilling holes in such components that can't be transported to the shop due to their size or weight, or where lack of space does not permit their transportation to the bigger type of drilling machine. In such cases, the operation is performed on the site or in the houses or for the household purpose. We using portable electric drilling machines. This is known as sensitive or bench drill machine. This type of drilling machine is used for very light work. Its construction is very simple and it is operations are very easy to perform. Uh, we can employ here less skilled person for drilling purpose. It consists as of shown in a figure of a cast iron having a fixed table over it. A radial drilling machine. This machine is very useful because of its wider range of action. Its principal usage is in drilling holes on such work is difficult to handle frequently. With the use of this machine, the tool is moved to the desired position instead of moving the work to bring the latter in the position for drilling operation. Another type is a gang drilling machine. With the help of gang drilling machine, we associated the multiple spindle drilling machine on a single bench and arranging in a row sequence. These spindles may be driven either separately or collectively. This machine is very useful when the nature of work is such that a number of operations like drilling, reaming, counter boring, and tapping are to be performed in succession on it. Various operations we are performing with the help of drilling machine like drilling, reaming, boring, counter sinking, spot facing, and tapping. We will discuss one by one. Uh, Drilling, it is the main operation done on the machine. It is the operation of producing a circular hole in a solid metal by means of a revolving tool called drill. Boring, it is an operation used after for uh, drilling operation, and the main purpose of boring is enlarging a hole which is carried out by drilling operation. Countersinking, it is the operation used for enlarging the end of a hole, give it a conical shape for a short distance. Uh, these are the example of drilling, boring, and countersinking. Reaming, it is the operation of finishing a hole to bring to accurate size and have a better surface finish. This operation is performed by means of a multi-tooth tool called reamer. We can use a reaming process for the better internal surface finish. Counter boring. This operation is used for enlarging only a limited portion of the hole is called counter boring. Tapping. It is the operation done for forming internal threads by means of the tool called tap. Uh, this is overall from the drilling operations or drilling machine. In this chapter, we have seen that what is drilling machine, working principle of drilling machine, various component associated with drilling machine, various types of drilling machine according to its application, and the various types of operation which we are performing on by the help of drilling machine like reaming, counter boring, tapping, counter sinking, drilling, and boring operation. Uh, Now in the next lecture, we will discuss about another machining process. Thank you. Thank you all.